Hey, welcome. If you've ever felt like you're in a battle with stubborn fat or a metabolism that just won't cooperate, you've probably seen ads for supplements that promise to be the answer. Well, today we're taking a closer look at one of them, citrus fern. And that really gets us to the heart of it, doesn't it? That's the big question we're trying to figure out in this explainer. Does a product like this actually do what it says on the tin, or is it just really, really good marketing? All right, let's get into it and see what the source material has to say. So, first up, let's talk about the promise itself. The appeal of supplements like citrus burn is huge, and it's easy to see why. They really tap into that desire we all have for a way to manage our weight that doesn't feel like a total uphill battle. Now, pay attention to the wording here, because it's pretty smart. The claim isn't that it's going to force your body into doing something weird or unnatural. Instead, it's about supporting what your body already does, its natural ability to burn fat. This idea of working with your body, not against it, is a huge part of the draw. Okay, so with that promise laid out, let's get a little more specific. What exactly is this stuff we're looking at today? So, the breakdown is this. Citrus Burn is a dietary supplement, and it's made with things like plant and citrus extracts. The goal? Pretty straightforward, to help your body use its stored fat for energy. You see that theme again, right? It's all about helping your body's natural processes along. To really get how it claims to work, we've got to look at the science, or at least the scientific idea behind it. And it all boils down to one very scientific sounding word. And here's that word, thermogenesis. I know it sounds super complicated, but it's actually something your body is doing as we speak. It's just the process of your body burning calories to make heat and energy. The analogy here is perfect. Think of it like your body's internal thermostat, always running in the background to keep you going. So the theory behind citrus burn is that it taps into this process. It's a pretty simple idea, really. Step 1, you take the supplement with its plant-based ingredients. Step 2, those ingredients supposedly give your thermogenesis process a little nudge, kind of turning up that internal thermostat. And the result they're aiming for? Step 3, your body starts burning more calories and fat for fuel. So what's actually in this stuff? Well, the source material points to a few main categories of ingredients you often see in these types of products. Extracts from citrus fruits, compounds from green tea, and other plant-based ingredients that are generally linked to boosting metabolism. Okay, so we've got the promise and we've got the theory. But this next part, this is where the rubber really meets the road. We need to look at what's promised versus what happens in practice, in the real world. And let's be honest, the list of potential benefits looks great. Who wouldn't want a little metabolism support, or more energy to get through the day, and reduced cravings, plus help with fat burning? Yeah, it's a very attractive package. And here's the catch. This is so important. Results are just not going to be the same for everyone. Our bodies are all unique, right? Your genetics, what you eat, how much you move, all of these things play a massive role. So how one person responds to a supplement could be totally different from the next person. This is a critical piece of the puzzle to remember. This chart just lays it all out perfectly. On the left, you've got the promise, but on the right, you have the reality. Yes, it supports your metabolism, but it's going to work best if you're also eating a healthy diet. Sure, it might provide more energy, but you've got to put that energy to use with physical activity. And it might help reduce cravings, but you still need those consistent, healthy habits in place. It's not a magic pill, it's more like a potential helper. And this quote from the source material just says it all, doesn't it? No supplement alone can replace healthy habits. You just can't pop a pill and expect it to make up for the fundamentals. This is probably the single biggest takeaway for any product in this whole category. So, after looking at all this, where does it leave us? What's the final verdict from the source material on whether a product like citrus burn is actually worth it? Well, the verdict seems to be pretty balanced, actually. The source suggests that if your main goal is to find a natural support system for your metabolism and your other weight management efforts, then yeah, a product like this might be worth looking into. And there's that keyword again, support. But, and this is a big but, no one can make this decision for you. It is absolutely crucial that you do your own homework. Look up the official information, read reviews, and maybe even have a chat with a doctor or a nutritionist before you decide if any supplement is right for your body. And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. Stepping back from just this one product, this whole discussion brings up a much bigger question for all of us. When we're working on our health, what's the real role of a support product? And how do we make sure we don't ever forget about those foundational habits, like diet, exercise, and just being consistent, that are the true cornerstones of success? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.